So we're going to do a little bit of an energizing flow today. We're going to incorporate some hip and lower back stretches. And we're going to start with a little energizing mudra. Okay, so our mudra is called Prana Mudra that we're going to practice today that will help to lift our energy. And you're going to practice it just by bringing the ring and the pinky finger to the pad of the thumb. And then the second and third fingers will just extend out. Okay, so again, ring and pinky finger touch the pad of the thumb, and then the other two fingers extend out. Okay, so mudras are little yoga postures for your hands. So one common mudra is prayer position. Another one is for concentration. You might see people bring their fingers together like this when they're concentrating. They're not always intentionally trying to do a mudra to help them concentrate, but it's like an instinctive thing that we do because this actually helps us to focus. Okay, so this is just another mudra that has a certain effect on us, an energizing effect on our bodies and on our minds and our kind of like just overall, it helps to lift our energy. So hold this mudra, just rest your hands on your knees, palms facing up. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, deep breath in. Big, slow exhale out. And just take a moment, feel your body start to settle into your seat, whatever you're sitting on. As you inhale, just feel the crown of your head lifting up. Feel your eyes begin to soften. Feel your jaw begin to soften. Shoulders relax. And just feel yourself beginning to settle into some stillness here. Breathing deeply and connecting with that breath. Following each breath in and out. And what we'll do is a really simple breath count. 5 breaths from 5 to 1 on your own. So you'll just take a deep inhale through the nose and you'll count 5. And then slow exhale out. All the air out for 5. And then you'll inhale 4. Slow exhale out. And you'll do this all the way to number 1. Okay, so just 5 breaths on your own. Really challenging yourself to be present with each breath as it comes, without trying to just get down to 1 as quickly as we can. Practicing presence, each breath 1 at a time. And just feeling the way it feels to breathe deeply. How does it feel to pause, to slow down, to be present with each breath? Take a moment to just bring attention to the energy within your body. Notice how you feel as we begin our practice. Notice any big or maybe very small or subtle effects of holding this energizing mudra with the hands. Anything that you notice. And if what you notice is that you don't feel very much at all, that's okay too. It can be very subtle. So just honoring your experience. And we'll just gently release the hands, bring the hands to the heart, tuck the chin. And let's set the intention today of really just trying to be present in our practice. Being with each breath, one at a time, with each sensation that comes up, noticing what we hear, what we smell, what we sense, taste, what we can touch, and just being here for all of it. Take one more breath in, and exhale through the mouth. Okay. And look down at your fingertips. Let your eyes adjust to the light, and release the hands. Okay, so let's come on to hands and knees. We'll start with some simple cat-cow to warm up the spine. You can take your blanket or your towel to pad your knees if you like. And we'll bring the wrists under the shoulders, spread the fingers really wide, and press down through the pads of your fingers so you're distributing the weight of your upper body through the whole hand and fingers, so you're not putting too much pressure on those wrists. Okay, let's tuck the toes, and as you inhale, arch the back, peek up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round your back, tuck the chin and the tailbone. And again, inhale, feeling the breath, feeling the stretch. Exhale, find your ujjayi breath, constricting the back of the throat. Inhale, opening the front body. Exhaling, round and tuck. Tuck the chin, pull the belly up. Again, inhale. And exhale. Take a couple more of these on your own and just sort of feeling your spine out, feeling how your shoulders, your hips feel within all of this. When you tuck your chin, really feel the stretch along the back of your neck, along your spine. And really pull the belly button up towards the spine. And after your next exhale, we're just gonna walk the hands about an inch or two closer towards the knees, and we'll just continue the same movement in cat-cow. Inhaling to arch, exhaling to round and tuck. So just finding the movement that moves right along with your breath. So the pace of your breathing determines the pace of your movement, not the other way around. When we have the hands a little closer to the knees like this, we can arch and round a little bit deeper, so you might feel a bit more sensation here. Good. And then we're gonna walk the hands back to where they were, about an inch or two forward. Spread the fingers, inhale and arch the spine. And then as you exhale, round the spine and draw your hips back towards those heels. So big stretch through the spine here. Let the forehead and elbows touch the floor and then slide yourself forward. Try to keep your chest really low as you slide your body forward. Once you can't come forward anymore, press through your hands, straighten your arms, and come back into this cow pose with this arch in the back. Okay, so again, exhale, round your back, tuck your chin, draw the hips to the heels.
Elbows and forehead towards the mat, and then slide forward like a snake crawling through the grass. And then straighten the arms, arch the spine, and look up. Continue this movement on your own and start to smooth it out so it becomes one continuous movement. And you're not stopping fully at any point. Everything just kind of flows from one movement into the next. Inhaling brings you forward. Feeling the strength building in the arms. Exhaling rounds the spine and stretches the spine, arms and shoulders. Inhale, slides you forward. Continuing this movement on your own. So this is called wheel because we're moving our bodies in this continuous circle like a wheel. And we're going to add a little bit of breath count into this. So the next time that you exhale, exhale for 6 counts as you bring your hips down and back. Hold your breath out for just a moment at the bottom. And then inhale, slide yourself back forward. No need to count the inhale. Okay, again, exhale is for 6. Hold the breath out for a moment at the bottom until your inhale begins again. The next time that you exhale, exhale for 5 counts and hold your breath out for the bottom 6 count. So you're lengthening the pause between the breaths. No need to count the inhale. Okay, and lastly, exhale for 4 counts. Hold the breath out for the bottom 2 counts. What is the effect of this breath count on your experience, on your breath, on your body, on your level of attention and awareness and presence? One more round, exhaling for 4. Exhale completely in those 4 counts. Hold the breath out for 2. And then on your next exhale, go ahead and just rest for a moment in child's pose. So untuck your toes, knees apart, big toes touch, and just stretch the arms forward. Let your body relax, let your hips settle back to the heels. And very gently just rock your head side to side like you're kind of massaging the forehead. Maybe find a little stretch in the neck as you do so. And then let your head settle in the middle and just take a few breaths to pause and rest here. A deep inhale through the nose, belly expands on the inhale. Big exhale out, belly draws into the spine. For these last couple breaths, breathe into the lower back like you're trying to stretch that area from the inside out. So just visualizing your lower back as you take a deep breath in. Feel it expand, exhale out. One more breath just like that. Good. Inhale. Slowly make your way back up onto all fours. Okay, we're gonna tuck the toes and just come into a nice easy downward facing dog. If you have any issues with your shoulders and downward dog does not feel good for you, if it's painful, then come either into child's pose, which we were just in, or come into puppy dog pose. So you're in tabletop and then you simply walk your hands forward like this and bring your head between your arms, spread your fingers wide and press the mat away from you. So you'll notice that my spine is still nice and long. I'm getting a stretch in the spine, arms and shoulders, and I'm building strength in the upper body. It's just that my knees are on the floor, and that's the only difference from downward facing dog. So really nice alternative if you have any injuries in your shoulders or if you can't do down dog for whatever reason. So just take care of yourself. Remember, we'll just take a couple breaths here. You can kind of rock your head out side to side, release the neck, maybe pedal the feet out a little bit. Just feel your way into this pose. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Okay. From here, we're all going to make our way into a forward fold. So just start to lift your hips, walk your feet forward into a forward bend here at the top of your mat. Hands can be on the mat or on blocks. You might have to bend your knees pretty deeply to get your hands there. And then we're going to bend our knees, let our bellies touch the thighs, and then bring your forehead towards your shins. And then again, just kind of shake your head no, release through the neck. Soften your eyes, your jaw. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Okay, on your inhale, we're gonna place the fingertips on the shins, straighten your arms and legs, and bring your chest parallel to the floor. So this is a half forward bend. The back is straight, crown of the head reaches away from the tailbone, tailbone reaches away from the crown of the head. Exhale and just soften, fold forward, and just relax at the bottom. On your inhale, come right back up into half forward bend. Deep breath in. Exhale and soften and fold. Okay, again, inhale, half forward bend, long spine, body's in an L shape. This time, exhale through your mouth. Release, release, release. Again, inhale, lift, halfway up. Feel the strength of the lower back here, the spine. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale, come halfway up. Long spine. This time, reach the hands away from you, fingertips reaching back behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together behind your back. Reach through the crown of the head and just take a couple breaths in and out here. Feel into the muscles along your spine. Nice strengthener for the spine. Hug the shoulder blades together. One more breath in. Exhale and release. Press your feet into the floor. Slowly roll all the way up towards the top. The head's going to come up very last, and then you're going to lift the head and just pause in Tadasana. Find a nice, strong standing pose, grounding through the feet. So remember, this means mountain pose. So find the elements and the feel of a mountain, right? Really strong, grounded, stable. Lift your toes off the floor, spread the toes, and then grab the mat with your toes. So you're kind of like, and pressing the toes into the floor. Draw that energy up from the feet. Lift your kneecaps very slightly so your thighs are engaged. Okay, feel that strength there. Don't lock the knees out too much. Lift through the crown of the head, shoulders down and back, fingertips reaching downwards. Deep breath in, feel your strength here. Exhale through the mouth. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. bring your hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Touch your palms above the head. Look up, lean back. And then exhale, open the arms, forward fold here. Relax the head, forehead towards the shins. Inhale, come halfway up, long spine, just like we did. Exhale, step the left leg back. Lower the back knee. Keep the toes tucked here. Press down through the right foot. And inhale, reach the arms forward and up. As you exhale, bend a little deeper into that front knee. Feel the stretch in the left hip. Inhale, lift your hips over the left knee, okay? So you're just kind of shifting your hips back, and then exhale, bend into the front knee. Good, one more time. Inhale and lift the hips back. And exhale. Fingertips float to the floor. Extend the front leg. Lift the toes, little hamstring stretch here, breathing in. Exhale out. Flatten the foot to the floor. Fingertips line up with the toes, plank pose. Top of a push-up here. Press the heels back. Reach the crown of the head away from the heels and spread the fingers. Breathing in, feel your strength, feel your power. Pull the belly button up towards the spine. Press the mat away from you like you're making imprints in your mat. You got this. One more breath. You can always lower the knees if you need to. Inhale. And then exhale, lower the knees, bend the elbows slowly. Keep the elbows hugging your rib cage as you lower onto your belly. Untuck the toes, hug the shoulder blades, lift the chin and chest, baby cobra. If you want a little more, lift up a bit higher into a more full cobra. So find what works for your body here. If you're really tight, just stay a little bit lower. Exhale, lower down, and either down dog, child's pose, or puppy dog. So this is puppy dog once again, if you've forgotten. So your hips over the knees, stretching the arms out wide, big stretch through the spine. One more breath here. And exhale out. Find your way into forward bend. Walk your legs forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Press through the feet and inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Touch your palms above the head, look up, lean back. Exhale, hands to the heart. Find that strong Tadasana. Feel the energy in your legs, your feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, right leg steps back. Keep the toes tucked, lower the back knee. Press through the left foot and inhale, reach your arms forward and up. As you exhale, bend the front knee. Little stretch there for the hips. Inhale, lift the hips back over the right knee. Keep your tailbone tucked. You'll feel it even more if you scoop your tailbone under. Exhale, bend. Breathe deeply here. One more time. Inhale, you got this. Beautiful. Exhale, float those fingertips to the floor, or if you have yoga blocks, you can put them on blocks. Straighten through the front leg and lift the toes. So notice your leg doesn't have to be all the way straight. Mine is not. You just want to feel the stretch behind that front leg. So as long as you're feeling that, you're getting it. One more breath in. And exhale, flatten that foot, hands to the floor, fingertips in line with toes, plank pose. Okay, so strong plank here. Look down at the hands, spreading those fingers wide. So a common thing people do in plank is they'll lift the hips up a little bit higher like this, or they'll sink the hips a little bit too low. You want to try to keep your body in a straight line. I know it's a bit hard unless you have a mirror, so it might be hard to see your line. But just have that feeling of drawing your belly button up towards the spine, pressing your mat away from you, and really energizing the core. Last breath here. And then exhale, lower the knees, or you can just lower by bending your elbows. Your choice here. Untuck the toes. Inhale, Cobra or Baby Cobra. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Downward facing dog. Lift those hips up and back. You can always come into child's or puppy dog here, okay? Sometimes I just forget to say it. One more breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump to the top. Inhale, come halfway up. And exhale, fold. Bend the knees, press through the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. And touch the palms. Big stretch back, lift your heart to the ceiling. And exhale, hands to the heart. Again, deep breath in. Big stretch up, exhale, forward fold. Big stretch in the backs of the legs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, left leg steps back. We're gonna keep this knee lifted. High lunge here. So press down through those feet and lift your upper body as you reach the fingertips back. So you're gonna hug your shoulder blades together. Reach the fingertips back, palms facing forward like this. Yeah? And then if you want a little more, deeper bend through that front knee, you'll feel a stretch here in the left hip flexor. And if you want more, interlace the fingers, press the shoulder blades together, reach the hands down. Deep, deep breath in. Exhale, hold. Find something to gaze at. Hold here, one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Float the fingertips to the floor or on your yoga blocks. Hold here, we're gonna take a twist. So inhale the right arm up towards the ceiling, like so. Reaching the fingertips high. Draw the right shoulder back. And keep the right knee lifted, hugging in towards your midline. One more breath. Feel the strength of your body, the heat building up. Stay present, stay with the breath. One more. Exhale, lower down. Step into plank pose. Deep breath here. Exhale, lower down. You can bend the knees if you like. And inhale, Cobra. Baby Cobra, your choice. Even down dog, up dog if you like. Exhale, downward facing dog, child's pose, or puppy dog pose, which I'm doing myself. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Good, take one more here. Exhale out. Walk yourself forward into your forward fold. Take an inhale and come halfway up. As you exhale, right leg steps back. High lunge. So you're keeping the back knee lifted. And then we'll press through the feet, lift the upper body so the shoulders come over the hips. Tuck your tailbone and then reach the hands back, palms facing forward. Hug the shoulder blades. Find a point to focus your eyes. And if you want more, little deeper bend through the front leg. Or interlace your fingers behind the back. Reach the hands down, lift the heart towards the ceiling. Energizes inner thighs towards each other for balance, for strength. Deep breath in. One more breath here. Inhaling through the nose. And exhale. Fingertips to the floor or your blocks if you have. Spinal twist. Reach the left hand up to the ceiling. Hug this left knee in towards your midline. And you'll find a little stretch here on the outer left hip and those left glutes. The more that you pull the left knee in, yeah? Now energize those left fingertips high. Feel some of the weight being lifted out of that bottom hand. And breathe deeply. Inhale, you got this. Stay with it, stay with your breath. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Nice. Step into plank pose. Deep breath here in plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog, cobra, puppy dog, or child's pose. Wherever you are, deep breath in through the nose, and we'll take a big exhale out through the mouth. Good. Take one more breath in. Okay. So from here, I'm going to give a couple options. If you want a little bit of a more challenging option, stay in downward facing dog. If you want a little bit of a more gentle option, go ahead and come into child's pose, okay, and stretch those hips. If you are wanting to stay in down dog, reach the right leg up and back, bend the knee, and then stack the right hip over the left. Lift that right kneecap high and square the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release. We'll switch it out. Left leg lifts up and back. Bend the knee and stack the left hip over the right. Deep breath, square the shoulders. And exhale, release. And we'll all make our way back into a forward fold. Come back into your forward fold. Deep breaths in and out here. Relax your head. And just shift your weight from the heels to the balls of the feet. Find your breath. Feel whatever sensations your body's feeling right now. If you want a little bit more, interlace your hands behind the back. Reach the hands up and over the head so you're stretching through your shoulders, the front of your chest. And, excuse me, if your hamstrings are really tight, just bend your knees a little bit. Bring your forehead a little closer to your shins. So you're kind of folding in half like a piece of paper. And then you can lift the hips a little bit higher, press your thighs back to get a deeper stretch. So just a couple more breaths here. Okay, and from here, just release your hands, kind of let them dangle down. Bend your knees about 90 degrees, and we're gonna press ourselves up very, very, very slowly. So press your feet into the floor and roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. So this is a really nice stretch for the entire length of your spine. And you're gonna stack one vertebrae one at a time. The head is gonna come up very last. And you're gonna feel it resting right on top of the neck. And just take a moment to stand in that tall, strong Tadasana. Deep breath in. Exhale out. From here, we're gonna look over the left shoulder. And I want you to peek towards your left pinky toe. And then we're gonna roll back into a forward fold with our bodies kind of angled towards the left side. And what you'll notice is a stretch down the right side of your waist, rib cage, and the right side of your back. Kind of folding forward here. Relax like a rag doll at the bottom. And then press down through your feet. Roll yourself up. So you're still angled towards the left. This is going to stretch the side of the body. And then the head comes up last. You'll feel the stretch in the neck. You can always bring your hand to your head and just help it up here. Yeah. And then turn your head towards the right. Look over the shoulder to the pinky toe. And then roll yourself down towards the right side. Relax like a rag doll here at the bottom. Take a deep breath in. Shake your head out a little bit. Inhale. And exhale, press down through your feet. Roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. When the head's ready to come up, you can cradle your head in the hand and bring it all the way up. Take a moment just to stand tall in Tadasana. Feel the strength and the energy of your body as you lift the kneecaps slightly. Pull the lower belly in, strong Tadasana. Deep breath. Exhale through the mouth. Say hello to knee bone. From here, let's go ahead and make our way down onto the floor. And for, we're going to do a little bit of stretching for the hips now. Let's come into, let's come into, the name of this, I think it's called frog pose. So this one is really nice to have a blanket or a towel for. We'll start by coming onto hands and knees, and we're going to open the knees out as much as is comfortable, okay? And then the thing about frog pose is that we also turn the toes out to the sides and then open the feet away from each other as much as is comfortable, okay? So from here, we're just gonna play with rocking the hips forward and back and just kind of feel into the different sensations and the different stretches as you do that. Okay, I'm actually gonna open my blanket out a little bit more because I'm not feeling too much of a stretch by keeping my knees on the mat. So you might find that you have to open your legs, your knees, so that they actually come off of your mat depending on the flexibility of your hips, okay? So you wanna open the knees apart as much as you comfortably can. Otherwise you won't really get the benefits of the stretch if you're kind of keeping them really close together, yeah? And then again, toes are turned out and you're just gonna bring the feet apart as much as is comfortable. So if you're looking down at yourself from the top, this is kind of what a frog looks like. That's why it's called frog pose, with those angles in the legs. Now you can continue to just kind of play with rocking forward and back. Okay, I can't move too much here because I can already feel a lot. So I'm not gonna move too much. And then you can lower down onto your forearms if that feels comfortable, okay? If you have yoga blocks, you can also put your forearms on your yoga blocks. And then you can bring your hands interlaced and relax the head. So I've seen some people that are pretty flexible in this pose and they can even bring like their chest and their like head all the way down to the floor. I'm not gonna try it because I can already feel the resistance. So, you know, just notice when your body starts to resist and then just kind of chill out there for a little bit. And find a slow, steady breath as we hold here in our frog pose. Really nice hip opener. Now, if this is hurting your joints, your knees or your ankles, a couple of things you can do. You can just point your toes instead of flexing your feet like this. Okay, and you can also bring your feet, your toes closer together. Okay, so easy modification there. And if it's too much, maybe come into child's pose, yeah. And start to settle into your breath. Notice where your attention is right now, if you're staying present. And kind of feeling the sensations. Notice what you can take in through your senses, sounds, smells, touch. And you might notice that your mind was somewhere completely different. Maybe you were thinking about work or what you're gonna eat for dinner. So if you are doing that, then it's just an invitation to come back to the breath, come back to this moment. Notice what you can take in through all your senses. just feel your breath and just be here in this moment, which is the only moment that we're ever really in. Take a couple more breaths here. Okay. Now, I always feel 100 years old when I come out of this pose, so you might feel that too. So just really support yourself as you come up. I can't even come out of this. I'm gonna press down through my hands and just kind of inch my knees a little bit closer together. Be really gentle here. Okay. And then from here, we're gonna tuck the toes, let the hips drop back towards the heels. Hands are just on the floor in front of you. And then draw the tailbone back towards your heels. Drag your toes back a little bit. So you're stretching the skin under your toes and in the soles of your feet. And breathe here. So a couple really deep breaths. Just give a little attention to those feet. We walk around all day in. And you can shift your hips very gently side to side to kind of stretch a little deeper into the different toes, into different areas of your feet. So very gentle sway side to side, shifting the weight. And again, just staying with the breath. Good. Okay. From here, we're gonna lift the hips, untuck those toes, point them back, and let's finish with our rabbit pose. So I think we did this one last week. We're gonna drop the hips to the heels, bring the forehead as close to your knees as you can. So you kind of like getting really small into a little ball here, and then hold your heels with your hands, and then lift your hips up as high as you can, and you're going to start to feel a stretch. Once you can't lift your hips anymore, you're just going to try to lift them higher, and you'll feel that kind of tension because your hands are holding the heels, and this will stretch the spine all along the back side of your body. Really nice stretch, especially for the back of the heart between those shoulder blades. Breathe here, keep lifting, inhale. And exhale. Oh, say hello, Nebo. Okay, now let's go ahead and just move our blankets or towels to the side. And we're gonna come to a seated position. We'll do a seated twist to finish off today. We'll extend the right leg, flex the foot, and bring the left leg over the right. So sit up nice and tall. Use the right arm to kind of hug the knee in, and then left hand behind you. So just on the fingertips. Inhale, sit tall, lift through the crown of the head, and then exhale, turn your belly, shoulders, and head towards your left. And as you hug this leg in, you'll also get a stretch here, outer left hip and glutes. Breathing in, breathing out, and breathing in, and out. Inhale, turning back to center. And we'll switch the legs out. Bend the right leg, wrap the left arm around, and the right fingertips behind. So flex the left foot, sit tall, and then exhale, turn, initiating the twist from your belly. Turn the belly to the right, chest, shoulders, and head. Breathe in. Breathe out. And in, and out, and untwist. Good. Extend the legs out, wiggle the knees up and down. And let's come all the way down onto our backs to rest. If there are any final movements or stretches that your body wants to take, go ahead and do them now. Maybe a big long stretch, maybe another twist, whatever your body's needing. I always like to finish curling into a little ball and kind of tightening everything up, including my face. And then stretching the face, sticking out the tongue, and rolling the eyes back. And when you feel ready, coming into your final relaxation pose. Classical one is Shavasana. Legs extended, feet apart, toes to the sides, hands away from you, palms up. You can always bend your knees here if that feels better for your back. Bring the knees together. And you can also rest in a fetal position on your side if that's more comfortable. So wherever you are, take a deep, deep breath in. Big sigh, let it out through the mouth. Just allowing yourself this time to rest. Noticing the energy flowing through the body. Noticing any sensations within you. Notice as you inhale, the belly rises. Exhale, the belly falls. I'll ring a bell in a couple of minutes when it's time to come out.
Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Feeling the fresh air, oxygen, energy as it enters the body. Feeling the release as you exhale. And place the left hand at the heart, right hand at the lower belly. Take a moment to connect with this beautiful physical body of yours. Feel this connection to the breath that keeps us alive and present. And this connection to the heart center. That space of love, forgiveness, compassion, and kindness. Deep breath in, fully connected to all of these parts of ourselves. Deep breath out. As you inhale, find a big stretch, reaching the arms up. Stretch the legs, point the toes. As you exhale, roll to your right side. Pause for a moment in a fetal position. And when you feel ready, make your way up to a comfortable seat, sitting tall. And just notice how you feel as we finish our practice today. Any difference in your body, your energy levels, your mental, emotional bodies, any effects of your practice. And bring your hands together at the heart and we'll say a blessing. You can repeat along with me, either out loud or in your mind. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings be at peace. Namaste.